right, thank you guys. It's been another episode of Talk to Me Nice. Thanks for tuning in.
This episode is brought to you by BTV and Bearcast Media.
And special shout out to our producer, Brendan Mitchell, and we'll catch you guys next Sunday.
Peace.
Talk to Me Nice.
If you're ever lonely, if you're ever, you got my number. If you're ever lonely, if you're ever lonely, if you're ever lonely, if you're ever, you got my number.
Yo, and we're back. Episode 2, Talk to Me Nice show. And it's your host with the most, D-Rock, a.k.a. Derek So Crazy. And once again, I'm not alone.
Ethan Finder's here too.
Hey, dog. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are you doing?
It's usual, you know what I'm saying? It's Saturday. It's February. It feels like the month's going by fast.
It is. I can't believe February is already almost over.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's today? Like the 5th? We can't let them know what day we're shooting this. Don't answer.
It's the 16th. Duh.
16.
Duh.
Duh. Oh, how did you not know that?
Exactly. You gotta keep your dates, your schedules. I got appointments to make, you know.
I mean, dude, I don't know. I mean, it's February. I mean, has Valentine's Day, anything special happened to you?
Don't ask me that while we're live.
No, it's...
Don't ask me that while we're live, D-Rock. That's something you ask while we're at home and you can comfort me.
No, there's nothing. I didn't do anything special, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't either. I felt sad.
Most people don't do anything special. It's okay.
You know, honestly, though, I realized, though, like, someone made a tweet, and it was, like, one of those cliche tweets. It's like, don't let yourself feel bad just because you see all these other things. It's all market campaign. I was like, you know what? You're right. It is a market campaign. It's just a regular day. And so,
I mean, that is true. Like,
it's just a regular day.
This 100% was a holiday made so people could, like, spill more money. They're like, all right, we know the holiday. There's a big gap between, like, the next big holiday where we get people to spend money on. I was like, make them pretend like they care about their significant other.
You know what's a crazy history fact about that? Rome had, like, all these celebrations all throughout the year, almost every day of the year to keep people, like, you know. So you just gotta think of it. It's just another one of those days that they're pushing on me. Although I will say, if you got your loved one, get on board. You know, hop on board with that.
Just do it.
I don't
dude.
mind.
Just do it.
Just
like...
don't rub it in my face. Don't rub it in my face. I don't need that.
I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't mad the day of. You know what I'm saying? But like next day, I was like, somebody should have got me.
He's like, sad boy now.
Sad boy out. And I was like one of my secret admirers. I was like, none of y'all got me. None of y'all got me nothing. Not one of y'all.
I didn't get a single card. I didn't get any sweet tarts, no candy hearts. Nah,
man.
It was
it's a sour holiday. You know what I'm saying?
It's
full of sweet.
Bittersweet.
It is a bitter holiday.
Yeah, but I mean, there's some interesting things that happened this week.
Wait, before we jump into those though, like just off the hot. And it puts a lot of other pressure too, because when you're like in that talking phase, you imagine just talking to someone right before it happens. Like what do you do for somebody you've been talking to for like a week, and then you almost low-key have to ghost them for a week and be like, yo, my phone broke.
No, it's weird, and because like that's weird, because like I hadn't been on Tinder for a while, and then on Valentine's, just out of habit, I got in there and started matching with people. I was like, I can't message them today. I'm gonna have to wait probably a week. And they're gonna realize, nah,
you can wait till like February 15th.
They might have to unmatch a couple people. Bad look.
No, I'm saying that V-Day Thursday had you swiping a little right.
Yeah, just for a couple minutes, and I felt disgusted with myself. I was like, I'm only doing this because all the propaganda on Twitter.
But be honest though, do you ever not feel disgusted with yourself on Tinder?
You know, sometimes I tell myself I have good intentions. You know, I'm gonna look for the girl who's looking for a relationship. And you can see them on there sometimes, but you know.
Bro, no, you don't see them. They're literally yelling at you like, "I want a relationship." Like, pick me.
Exactly. It's like that's not the energy I have, so I don't know. I can't.
No, it's not even like they want a relationship. It's like they start putting like mad specific stuff on there. I'm like, dog.
Like statistics.
Exactly. Like 5'6", 37, 5'10". No, that was like 5'6". 5'10", 3 centimeters.
5'10". I'm not looking for a relationship. I was born on this date, and I have,
car has to be newer than 2007.
Yeah, newer.
But it can't be a 2019 because that means you're doing better than me.
Oh no. Yeah, I hate You get on Tinder when you feel bad for yourself, and then later, it's you wash your hands later.
Exactly. You're just like, I literally almost every time I've used, I end up like deleting the app and just like get out of here.
Yeah. It's a shame. It brings shame. Some people have success with it. I'm not good at the whole Tinder game.
I mean, like, we'll just talk to a couple of shawties. It's like that's only gonna happen like very rarely though. Like, it's never like, yo.
Have you ever met like a long-term friend on Tinder? Or anything? Has anything ever came out of Tinder? Because for me, Tinder has just been kind of like a time waster.
Well, no, like multiple things have come out of it. One of them, like I knew the person beforehand, but then she didn't remember me on Tinder. Like I just swiped her and I was like, yo, I remember you from this. She was like, what? I was like, from this. It's like, no,
so you actually knew her?
Yes.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna list the name, but yeah, like I knew like it was somebody.
I never swipe people I know on there.
What?
It's just I pretend like they never seen me and I never seen them.
No, like especially if they're attractive, I'm like, nah, let's get this.
Okay, that's true.
Because I'm like they already know you. They know I look better in real life than in picture.
Hey, shoot your shot.
Hey, bro, that's one thing. 2019, shoot your shot. Although 2019, I don't know. But Tinder, like, I just don't understand why people have mad specific stuff on there. I'm just like, you are describing one person. And if like somebody describes me on Tinder like this vividly, there's chances are I don't want to talk to you.
Exactly. It's hard to energy match over a phone.
Not even that. I'm like, you realize, like, if you put something specific, if I don't meet these requirements, like, I'm going to not want to talk to you. And if I do meet these requirements, I'm going to not talk to you.
Exactly, yeah, because you already had, like, a list. Like, no one wants to be your list.
Exactly. She's like, this, oh, check. No, 510, oh, check on this, oh, check. Like, imagine going to a bar and somebody's literally holding a poster of who they're trying to like look for or talk to.
That's creepy when you put it like
that. That's basically what it is.
As I said,
stop this.
I'm not a Tinder man. I'm a face-to-face interactions. Play the ball. I'm very good. It's hard for me to make it online interaction. I don't know how to dive in the DMs.
See, like I'm too good at that. Like I told myself this year I was only gonna do real life interactions. But like, I have a lot of stuff going on.
No,
I'm a busy guy.
It hasn't happened.
It has, but like, you get to that point of the semester, it's like, man, I got this and this is due, da-da-da. But it's like, you know what, like, I might want to talk to a shawty. I might want to get a cup of coffee. I don't even drink. It's so funny. I always use coffee as like the end, but I don't drink coffee.
It's just so easy. It's like, you would say normally people would want to grab a drink at a bar, but that's another thing you don't do too.
I don't really drink. I drink
it's just
like
easier for you to say coffee.
Exactly. It's like, yeah, let's.
That's a nice place. Coffee's a good spot to sit down. Get your caffeine in there. You can think of stuff to say.
But the thing is, I never go to coffee shops outside of like Tinder interactions.
So I don't know. You're a fake persona. Yeah, you want to grab a coffee? I don't really drink this, but.
No, I get tea when I get there. I guess that like kind of throws them off.
Yeah, I don't know.
They serve coffee at the tea shops. Why is that weird to get tea instead of coffee?
I guess, yeah.
If I say we're gonna get coffee and I get tea, does that throw you off? Does that make you feel like I'm gonna lie later on in the relationship?
You're going to. You are.
You can't tell them that.
I guess, yeah. You always have to start it off like put on a different. You're right.
I don't even put on. I feel like
every time you put on your best self. And that's not the real self.
I like to think that every version of me is the best version of me.
You like to think that. You can think that, but that doesn't make it true. It's a fact. It's a fact, Derek. Whenever you first meet a girl, you're going to just be putting on your best. You're like, oh, I want to impress her. And then later, after you realize you don't really have to anymore, you just go back to your old ways.
I don't think I do. I think either way.
Okay, no. Okay.
Don't lie
to me. Don't lie to me.
I'm not lying to you.
Okay, so you're dating this girl for a year.
Okay.
Are you still going to take her out to go get coffee? You don't drink coffee.
All right, you might have.
Yeah.
outside of the coffee.
As I said, it's only the beginning. It's not anything
No,
bad.
the only thing, like, I still go out and do stuff, but I'm just not gonna, like, if you want, we can get coffee, but, like, if you're dating somebody, like, you're texting them every day. Like, coffee is to get something, like, usually to meet somebody.
Exactly.
Who just goes to get coffee? Like, what interactions, who's at these coffee stores? Why is business booming on college campus for coffee shops.
People need to stay up.
Exactly, but who's actually sitting there? Actually, no, people. That's the people.
I mean, okay, I see what you're saying. Like, you know that the Starbucks we walked past on the way to CCM.
Yeah, like
I'll be looking in there trying to just like people watch, just see what kind of interactions are going on, and it never looks fun, and nobody looks like they're enjoying their time.
People who are typically in coffee shops are either doing something on their laptop,
They're working,
like doing that, responding to emails, or they're meeting somebody for an actual meeting.
yeah.
Or they
Something productive. It's like a workplace environment.
Or it's like the most common place for like a Tinder date. So now I wonder, like, when I'm in there, I'm like, that was just to ask you, like, do people realize I'm on a Tinder date when I'm in the coffee shop? Then I'm like, well, yeah, because like me and this girl are the only people who don't like look miserable. And she's like, if I'm there, she's definitely laughing. Like, I'm pretty funny.
Yeah.
So it's just
well,
like,
you can tell from the body language that these people don't know each other that well.
but I like to say I get them pretty comfortable pretty fast.
Okay. All right. Ladies, you heard it first here. You like to be comfortable hanging around this guy.
I don't know, last new person or new girl I think was my guy. I was comfortable.
You want?
Nah.
All right.
We don't need to open that can of worms.
No. Save that for another time.
We'll save that story for another day.
All right.
Man, all I need to know is watch these females out here, man. They're trying to take more than your hoodie.
They try to take more than your hoodie.
That's another thing. Why they want to take your hoodie, man? Like, what started this hoodie stealing fetish or this culture where like they just thought it was okay to take our hoodies?
I think it's social media. Well, it was around before social media, but like it really propagated it, I think. Because you gotta think like even in middle school, before everyone was really Facebook, Twitter crazy, that was still happening.
Yeah, sure.
But now people just be missing sweatshirts left and right.
Bruh, then it's like, I know this girl, and like, she told me she had somebody else's hoodie, but I'm like, I don't know if you're just bad at getting hoodies from guys, or you're just up forward about it. She was like, she literally had me describe my hoodie, and then she was like, because
like she's browsing, like.
No, because I was like, man, I shouldn't have mentioned, this is where I messed up. I was like, my hoodie collection, it's gonna do a pretty good place. And then she was like,
oh, that's where you messed up.
What type of hoodies you got? And then it wasn't like through text, it was on the phone. So I was like, oh, I have this one. And she's like, let me get that green champion to zip up. I was like, nah, B, that's not for you.
Right, she was
that's
browsing.
Exactly.
Now you know what you gotta do though. Now you gotta just play it down and be like, nah, my sweatshirt collection is crap. Like, nah, don't even.
None of them, they all fit kind of awkward. You know what I'm saying? Like the right sleeve is longer than the left.
Yeah, this is stretched
You don't want these.
Nah, what's your hoodie collection look like?
But I would just
I'm gonna start stealing their hoodies.
Fact, there's actually a video about that. Somebody made a whole song about stealing girls' hoodies.
Really?
Yeah, but do you really want to walk around with that pink or that Abercrombie and Fitch hoodie?
If it was free. If it was free, I'd take it. What's better than a free hoodie?
That's big. I think hoodie's like the best article of clothing man's really come up with.
True. And if you add free in front of that, you're not gonna get any better.
It's not free. It was stolen. Things that were stolen taste better than things that were free.
Facts.
So I'm just saying.
You wanna hop into it?
We can hop into it. So then, SpaceX.
Yes, SpaceX. Does everyone know what SpaceX is?
We're gonna assume they know what SpaceX is. Basically Elon Musk. He's making attempts to go into. He wants to colonize Mars.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah. He wants to. There's no short way of putting it. He wants to colonize Mars.
The man wants to move to space.
This man is forward thinking. I like it actually. What are your thoughts on colonizing Mars?
First off, we need to think of something. If the Pilgrims were called the Pilgrims, what would we call the people who are trying to colonize Mars?
I guess they're pioneers in a way.
But any new name other than Pilgrims?
Well, Pilgrim, and yeah. Come up with a new word on the spot.
No, my bad, dog. He's like, I'm not Merriam-Webster. What you mean I need a new word?
The adventurers.
Oh, the Mars expedition. I don't know. Anyway.
I feel you though. Yeah, they really are pioneers going out there, doing something that's never been done.
I don't like. We've had this discussion before. All this space stuff makes me kind of uncomfortable. I'm like, man, we don't need to go to space. We have any problems here. Matter of fact, the thing that's keeping him from going to space is somebody with a problem.
Well, here's the thing though. Here's what he's thinking. He's thinking there's so many problems here. We ain't gonna solve them all. It's time to, hop ship. Gotta get out.
this man Trump, he wants to shut down, or he needs to at least move SpaceX because it's like right down the middle of where he wants to put this wall.
Yeah.
So now we have.
Yeah, SpaceX is in South Texas,
Mm-hmm.
so like right on the border, and the current plans are going right through the launch site. Right, like the current plans for the wall that's being built. The wall. What do we call this wall? The dumbest thing in American history.
A waste of resources.
A waste of resources is going to cut this man who's trying to further humanity. He's trying to further humanity, and this waste of funding wall is going right in the middle of it right now as things lay.
Dog, you imagine you're building a space, you're trying to go to space, someone's like, hey, bruh, I need you to chill on that. I'm trying to make this wall.
A wall?
And he's like, why trying to make this?
I'm trying to go out of space. What you mean you're going to put a wall here?
It's like, dog, I'm a couple centuries of technology ahead of what you're trying to do right now.
Okay, so you're telling me that you got to put a wall through my little space station because you didn't get enough funding to go around it. Like you said you'd have. You have, how much he said he was going to get? Like 6 billion, 8 billion? What is it right now?
Something stupid.
Right now it's 1.3 billion for this wall.
Too high for Flint to still not have clean water.
Exactly.
There's so many other problems. Which, like, with Space 2, I'm like, man. Actually, Elon Musk said he was going to, like, fix Flint, Michigan's, like, water. Yeah. I don't know.
I know he's been putting his own money on that.
Yeah, I don't know, like, what he's doing or how long it's going to take him, but he said he's going to, like, do it. I think they said it would cost, like, $3 million or something, some, like, obscure amount of money to fix, like, this town's water. They still, by the way, people don't have clean water in.
That's messed up.
But I'm like, what is 2019 as a year? It's like, yo, the guy that's trying to colonize Mars is trying to be stopped by the dude that wants to build a wall.
He wants to build a wall. It just sounds so stupid, man. But yeah, I like SpaceX, man. I think it's cool. I think it's a cool idea to kind of build. Like, here's the thing: he's doing the stuff that nobody else is really having the balls to do right now.
Or money, no way.
Well, that's true. He is balling, but
I guess if somebody like Jeff Bezos' wife could probably.
Jeff Bezos' wife.
What if Jeff Bezos' wife just becomes like Elon Musk?
She's like, I'm building a space launch site too. That's crazy. Then we'll have a battle. It'll be like the first to the moon landing.
We don't need another one of those. We need to like clean resources. We need clean energy here. We need to fix things.
True. Things are spiraling out, but you know.
All right, so then, like, this is sort of a similar question I've asked you, but I'm going to reformat it. Mm-hmm. They're doing a reality TV show. They're sending, like, you get to follow, like, let's say 5 people on this journey to Mars. Who are the 5 people you're putting on for this, like, for this show, this roster?
Okay. Going to Mars. So we're going to see them out of space.
Yeah, keep in mind, like, the first probably 7 seasons, they're just on the ship.
Yes. Okay. Will Ferrell.
Well, okay.
That's one.
Okay, let's do it like you give one, I'll give one. Will Ferrell?
Yeah, just imagine him in a spacesuit. He could do anything. I just imagine him being funny in a spacesuit. He's off this planet. The man already seems like he's off this planet.
His comedy is truly out of this world.
Yes, so that's one.
If it's not Will Ferrell, I have to bounce off of that before I give one of my real ones. Who's the other dude from Step Brothers?
What is his name?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
But people, you know who I am. I'm talking about the guy from Step Brothers. He's always in movies with Will Ferrell. Talladega Nights. He was in that Sherlock movie that bombed. But yo, I feel like he had to have him with them just because I don't know what exactly he's gonna do without Will Ferrell. They make a really good comedy duo. I've seen Will Ferrell do movies without him, but like I don't know. You just can't have your. I feel like he's gonna be pretty sad if he has to go like the rest of his life without doing another like duo comedy film without Will Ferrell.
True.
So I'll go off and say him.
Okay.
Who else you got?
All right. So we're going out off the world. Who else we got? Probably, I don't know. Definitely want like some kind of artist who's not a comedian, just to balance it out, you know. Who's gonna be the angry one of the group?
Like somebody who's just mad all the time?
Yeah.
Who's mad all the time? Who's always just angry for no reason?
We got, Samuel L. Jackson.
He's not always mad. He's mad laid back.
He's good at being mad.
We can't send him off to space, though. I want him here. Well, that's the thing. When you send people out, you can't send 2 valuable people.
Well, man, we already sent Will Ferrell out.
Is this how you're going to send off Will Ferrell and Samuel?
Jeez, I don't know. My neighbor. I sent my neighbor. If I knew that we're never getting him back. Oh, man. Yeah.
I think Neil deGrasse Tyson would be pretty funny. I was gonna say Bill Nye, but if anything goes wrong, we need Bill. I feel like we need Bill Nye here for our problem. But Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's kind of goofy. He's a really big guy, so like
he is funny.
He could maybe fend off any like, I don't know, aliens, maybe something or whatever. He has something.
He just knows about stars. He's a really smart dude.
Exactly. He knows a lot about space.
It would make his life to go out there.
Exactly. I feel like he would enjoy that trip.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, that's a good one. Neil deGrasse Tyson, Will Ferrell. Who else we got?
Oh, the other guy from those movies.
There's always someone who gets cut from the show. So I'm thinking
somebody's gonna get kicked off the ship.
Yes, and I know who it's going to be.
Who?
Our president.
No, we're not sending him there.
He's going to be on a reality TV show. He gets lost in space. It's a loophole of the story that they never explained, but
you're just gonna be like, hey, like season 1, episode 5. Hey, yo, Trump, take out the trash from me.
Exactly, he's gone.
Hit the button, he's gone. Anybody seen Trump? I don't know, man.
I don't know. He's not coming back. That's all I know. Not coming back to build a wall through my space station.
I feel like, I'm trying to think who else. I think Danny Brown would be funny in space. He's like a fun personality.
Okay.
He's pretty out there. He's pretty wild.
I can see that.
Danny Brown. I don't know. Everybody else, I'm like, man, we can't. Who else can we lose just to put out in space? Tyler
the Creator.
No, I like Tyler. You don't like Tyler the Creator?
I don't want to lose him. He's not, he'd still be able to get his music.
I guess we could send off Tyler.
All right, maybe not. We don't have to.
Who else can we send? Let's try to think of one more person to send.
This is true facts here.
He's banned from Australia.
I did hear that. That was crazy.
He's been banned for a couple of years. You imagine just like a whole country just being cool off you because of your music. Actually, I don't even think it was. Actually, no. One of them banned him because they said it was a riot, and then another one banned him because they said he said something. It was something he said in his music. I remember exactly what he said. It was a little graphic for the show.
How are you gonna get banned from a country for starting a riot?
It wasn't even a riot. It was like it was a concert.
It got too lively.
It was a concert and somebody knocked down a fence, and it was like, no, it's a riot.
Get out of here.
Go, get him out of here.
These Americans, man, they can't control themselves.
You're telling me he had fans, hundreds, maybe thousands of fans at a show, and they broke a fence? Get him out of here. Get this man out. Don't let him back in the country.
He's bringing money in. Is a good tourist attraction. Not even that, I guess, but that brings money to the country, just like holding events like that. He's helping you out. Things get a little crazy, which you would expect at a concert.
Exactly. It's a festival.
It's a concert, yeah.
What do you mean?
Things should get crazy. If it doesn't get crazy, nobody's going to come back next year.
Exactly. People aren't paying money for docile.
No.
At least not in their art or entertainment anyway.
Maybe like the off-color people, who just like, I got to be... I gotta be different. Like, I'm gonna watch something boring because everybody else watches entertaining stuff.
I'm gonna pay $200+ for room 5.
Shout out.
Shout out to the kid. But so then El Chapo, man's.
They got him again.
I mean, when they say they have him again, I'm like, what's different this time? Like, he's in jail. He's probably going to break out.
That's actually a good question. So I know this time, the trial, he has received his, what's it called? They come up with a sentence. He's gotten his sentence this time.
They say they got him for life.
Yeah. So on his last one, did they not try him?
I don't.
So the rules of jail, if you break out, they can't retry you?
I don't know. I guess because like breaking out of jail is like a breaking a law within itself. But I'm like, I'm already in jail, dog. Yeah. Like at this point, you're just giving me like it's like a field trip. Like I can get out of jail again after already breaking out of jail.
That is crazy. That whole trial was out of this world because so many freaking charges.
That and like as you were saying, some of the people that popped up at the trial.
Oh yeah, from the actor from Narcos, the guy who plays him, showed up. That's right.
Did you say he winked at the actor too?
Yeah, like imagine you're playing El Chapo on a show. You go to his trial, you're trying to study his character. And then the actual killer El Chapo looks over.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Well, I guess he's guilty now, but allegedly.
Yeah, but like this guy who you're playing on TV is just like, look over, acknowledge you out of everybody, give you a little like wink, and you're like,
Didn't El Chapo try to?
That gotta make you feel good.
But didn't he say he wanted to sue Narcos because he didn't like the way he was being depicted?
I don't know.
That's the thing. When somebody is worth that much money or has that many illegal ties, if they wink at me, no matter what, I'm like, this could mean. Exactly. Either they really mess with me. I could $1 million could be in my room when I get home, or I could get killed.
That's true. That's true.
I could start my car up and then get turned into a bomb.
I don't know if I would go to the trial if I was playing him.
I would not.
That's ballsy. You can watch it from home.
Going to El Chapo's trial in general is ballsy.
Yeah, I feel it though. That's a cool interaction.
El Chapo's like, hey yo, I was at El Chapo's trial. I guess that's something that cool. 2 years later, that kid's like, hey, I was at El Chapo's trial.
Maybe they just expected, you're playing this guy, method actor. You better be at the trial. He's in the U.S. You can learn a lot. And he goes there, gives him a wink, and then El Chapo gets sent to Colorado for prison.
You think he's gonna get out?
Well, they say it's a supermax, never been broken out. Nobody's ever broken out of it right now.
That's true.
But that's all that's saying is this is just gonna be a first time.
That's what I'm saying. This man literally had a mile, if not a couple mile long, escape tunnel with a motorcycle last time he got out.
It was on a motorcycle. That's the craziest part. Bro hopped in the hole and was just hightailing out of there doing wheelies and stuff.
Nah, bro. I don't think they're keeping that dude locked up.
It's hard to keep that man locked up. That's one of the coolest ways you could break out of prison. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, how else are you gonna do it?
You see the movies. People dig tunnels with a spoon. They just come out of the dirt and they're just like.
I wonder who made the tunnel for him and put the motorcycle in there.
Oh, bro, he probably had hundreds of people working on that.
Probably, dude. I was watching something interesting. I didn't see the part, but someone was talking about. I think it was a Vice documentary, and they sent some people for some research, and they were at his mom's house, and there were just armed guards everywhere.
I bet, bro. Yeah, he's untouchable. Except now he's been in jail. He's going back. Keyword going back.
How long was he gone before they found him?
I don't know. Can't have been too long.
I feel like it was too long.
Yeah.
Then again, I feel like El Chapo's kind of a hot boy. I feel like he's out there, he's just like, hey, bruh, I'm out here in the Bahamas, Instagram Live, what's good?
Sure, he don't care.
Can't catch me.
They can't. Maybe he gave him the wink because he's like, watch this escape.
Exactly. Like, next for Houdini / El Chapo's next fucking trick.
Facts. That is crazy, man. El freaking Chapo.
El Chapo, dude. So then, last episode, just to inform you guys, we seemed a little misinformed about certain Super Bowl. We corrected ourselves, but I said there was an overtime that didn't exist.
I also said the Eagles when I meant the Rams.
But you know what? That brought us to the theory that NFL is rigged already. Tom Brady has been in multiple Super Bowls already. Mega hat in the locker room. Doesn't want to answer for it. Trump is very pro-Patriots. Very pro-NFL, getting paid by the government. To have people stand for the national anthem. It's a very, very corrupt organization, but I think, honestly, since it's already scripted, that we could probably script a more interesting Super Bowl than the one that just happened.
Yeah, all in all, we made some mistakes last show talking about it, but
I'm saying, even then, the way we described it was more exciting than what actually happened.
Exactly. That game was boring. There's a reason I didn't know what I was talking about. It's because I didn't watch it. If
I'm coming up with more facts to your story or what you showed me, that means what you showed me was not good enough / entertaining.
My brain's running and doing its own thing now. Now it's creating fiction because it's so boring what just happened at the Super Bowl. At the Super Bowl. It's called... not the lame bowl, not the regular bowl, not the
mediocre,
size.
Lukewarm.
Nah. The super. You can't use the word super lightly.
The Dorito Bowl, the snack bowl is more interesting than the Super Bowl, to be honest.
Disappointing. But we are sorry for misinformation.
I regret nothing. He's sorry. Look, man, you should be thanking me.
I said the Eagles.
All right, I got the team right.
How bad is that? You said overtime didn't happen, whatever.
I mean, overtime happened in one of the playoff games that led into the Super Bowl. That's why I thought of it.
Yeah. So I do apologize. He doesn't.
I stand by everything that I say.
I
must try to be my best to not be problematic, or I will have a very short career in entertainment. But
yeah.
Next topic.
Yeah, we gotta fix our information there.
Russia seems to be having a bit of a problem in 2019.
Yeah, have you guys heard about this? We got some. It's actually on the news. Real problem. Polar bears are invading Russia right now.
So to give some backing, global warming has gotten so bad, polar bears are running out of food and places to stay. They have invaded Russia looking for food.
Yeah, because I mean, where they normally stay, where there's lots of ice, they can catch the seals. Now they said that there's actually been no ice where they typically go this year, and so how are they going to catch seals if they can't swim that fast? So they got to go somewhere. They've been going to Russia.
Can you imagine, Vladimir Putin starts like, all right, Trump, you get him in office, gonna do what I need him to do. And then that happens, he shuts down all global warming stuff, you start getting invaded by polar bears, you're just like, dang it!
Yeah.
At what cost? And probably right now, he's just like, at what cost?
There's been so much polar bear activity, they're literally thinking of having to call a cull on polar bears, an endangered species. There's several bears there. There's over 50 bears, I know.
Just rummaging through trash or whatever. Isn't that like what they're attracted to? Like their big trash buildup?
Yeah, and if you're around all the trash, around all the people, eventually they know that probably some incidents are gonna happen where a bear might end up killing someone because they're hungry.
But dude, I'm thinking it's Russia. They're used to bears. A bear is literally one of their biggest they are very pro bear. They're just not used to polar bears.
Yeah.
Used to brown bears.
Yeah, they're used to brown bears.
I mean, I wonder what a Russian would I feel like if they saw a red a polar bear, they'd just be like, what? Where'd you come from? I feel like they wouldn't be that surprised.
Yeah.
That and Russia's already pretty dangerous.
I mean, that's just true, but you gotta think at the end of the day, Russians are just regular people like us, and if you seen a polar bear just run up in your backyard, and there's some pictures of a bunch of them all together.
Okay, maybe a gang of bears.
A gang of bears. That's
frightening. Everything is already so extreme in Russia. Every time I see somebody with alcohol in a picture, there's almost always an AK followed up or somewhere on the same frame.
Yeah, it's all for show. They're trying to,
They're always there's always some Russian dude with their shirt off doing something in the snow. Russia just seems like a mad wild place, bro.
That's true. I mean, you can just imagine what kind of negotiating the Bears are doing with the Russians over there.
That's what I'm saying. I think it'd be really interesting if somehow we could get footage of what a summit or some type of council meeting between Vladimir Putin and whatever bears or polar bears that had to represent them.
Yeah, whoever represents them.
Wait. Oh, I think we have footage of that. Somebody's apparently just came in. We have footage of polar bears inside Russia right now having a meeting with Vladimir Putin. So I guess we'll see you guys to that footage right now.
Let me start by saying Russia does not need immigrant bears. We have our own bears. So like my associate Trump, we will build wall to keep bears out.
Chill out, man. I thought this was a conversation, man.
Yeah, to be honest, I think you're blowing this whole thing out of proportion, dog.
This is not conversation. This is dissertation from dictator. What I say goes. I say mess up American election, they mess up American election, or they die. And who is this guy? I know Coca-Cola better, but who is this guy?
Oh, I'm the icy bear, movies, gas station, carnivals.
You're wasting your time, man. I don't think they have any of those things in Russia. I think they just drink vodka and act angry for fun.
I do like to angry and drink for fun.
Anyways, us bears aren't as barbaric as you Russians. We like to let two calm-headed individuals make these decisions. Now what's this talk of a wall?
Ah, yes. Yes, we build wall, big wall, sky high. We make out of metal and rock. And the bears will pay for it.
Oh, well, first off, I don't know what you think they're paying us for these shoots. I don't even have food, dog. Matter of fact, they gave me this Coke bottle 3 years ago.
No. Yes, you are paying for it. You can't lie to me. I'm dictator. Russia was safe before bears come.
Dog, I don't mean to disrespect your Russian engineering, but you realize we are kind of made to swim under things. We live on, I guess what mostly was ice.
No, we build wall on ice, under ice. There's no swim over, no swim under. You must have green card to come to Russia.
I mean, I'm a polar bear. What do I know about architecture? Wouldn't that just sink to the ground anyway? What part of water do you not understand? I live on a barren, ice-lacking land. It's the opposite of a jacuzzi.
You are bear. You don't understand the wall. This conversation is getting us nowhere. What's it going to take to get polar bears out of Russia?
You heard of seals?
I like musicians. Kiss like Rose, fly like eagle.
Come on, you've heard of seal, but you've never heard of ices?
Just let it go, man. It's not worth losing your cool. It doesn't even have 3 original flavors.
Okay, I think we have a deal here. We give you 2 seal CDs and polar bears leave Russia, all right?
I should have gone to Canada.
All right, we're back. So
Things look like they're getting intense in there.
yeah, man, I would not. I'm be honest. I don't know if I'm on the side of Vladimir Putin or those 2 bears. I mean, those are like actor bears, but at the same time, they're 2 full-on polar bears.
Yeah, I don't think a wall is gonna solve anything, but yeah, I mean, it's a problem. It's a problem, and you know, I feel bad for the polar bears. I really do. I wish they had someplace better to go, somewhere kinder than Russia to go.
Exactly. Nobody wants to go to Russia.
Not even if you have to eat trash. Those poor bears, man. I want to do something, so.
Either you want to just go and give them a hug.
Yeah.
Hope they wouldn't maul you.
I hope they wouldn't. I hope they give me a Coca-Cola.
Nice icy. Speaking of ice, 21's out.
21 is out.
The man has been released. And they removed one of his like aggressive charges, which I read up on it, and like whenever like ICE removes like a charge like that, like there was some like aggressive or whatever, whenever they removed that, like the charge, that means it never existed.
Really?
Yeah.
But didn't they prove it though?
No, they said it was like they proved that he was technically out the country from like the UK, but they had some like aggressive aggravator charge or something.
Oh.
That they dropped, and it's just like if they
got him locked up in the first place.
The reason he got locked up in the first place was somebody else had a charge. I think it was Young Nudie, or somebody else got charged for something, but he was there. They're like, oh no, we're taking him too. And then in the process of that, they're like, you know what? This dude, he's from the UK. He's not here. Get him out of here. Which is why it was so weird, because he's been like locked up for things that were more serious than that, and they didn't notice it then. But then this time, they was like, you know what? You're out of here.
Yeah, that is really weird.
It's like the principal's like, you know what? This is your last shit. This is your last dance in the cafeteria fighting people. You're getting sent out.
That's actually even worse than that, because like I think you said on the last show, he's actually been doing good stuff. So that's
what I'm saying.
That's like the principal seeing a kid helping his fellow classmates with their homework. He's helping them out, and he's like, you gotta go.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of like financial literacy stuff like that.
When he was throwing paper balls, principal didn't care.
Exactly. He was just another snot-nosed kid.
That's pretty messed up.
That's morally just terrible. Man.
But at least he's out now, you know what I'm saying? I hope the best for him.
That's good news. I really didn't think that he would actually get fully deported.
He still could. Like,
it's a scare. That's ICE right there.
ICE, that's something that can pull up on you.
You don't mess with that.
Actually, like a couple weeks ago, I think they said like they lost a lot of information, like kids' parents. Like that means even more kids are getting lost to ICE now. Like they're losing more kids.
That's messed up.
That's really
losing
bad.
them where?
Like some, that's the thing. Like some of them, they'll just lose because they've been losing kids. It's not like because like they've been losing kids for a while now, but like over time they've accumulated and just lost a considerable amount of kids. But with the last like big like sweep that they did, they lost a lot of kids. But some of them they don't lose. Some of them they lose to trafficking. Sometimes they lose them.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, that's freaking awful if they're.
Unless I'm saying like a lot of the ones they lose end up in like human trafficking. But even outside of that, some of the kids they have, but they lost the information to their parents. They don't have anywhere to like send these kids. And I just have like these homeless immigrant children that are trying to deport.
They're orphans literally by government choice, kind of.
Pretty much. Like they took their parents from them, sent their parents off, now they just have the kids.
Jesus.
Can't find the parents to send them to, so now they just have like this kid.
Jeez.
It's just like, man, like if you're gonna do this, that's literally be like a more moral way. The reason is because they want to do like a mass deportation. I'm like, dog, this isn't Sunday night. Like, it's not like you can do all this before midnight. Like, before 11:59. I mean, before the assignments due. You gotta wait. You gotta have stuff together.
Exactly. This is the Trump thought process.
He's just like, you know what? Get him out of here.
Yeah, everybody's getting out. I don't care how much paperwork gets lost, how many orphans there are made, and we're also gonna throw a wall down, and we're just
It's funny because like I was doing research for other reasons on like how to get people out of your house that are technically there. And they said that like to get somebody out, like if they have like, you have to at least give them 30 days or like a certain period of time, they have like started having mail sent to their house. Like that's just to, like for the process of like evicting somebody out of your house. Like 30 days, you have to give them at least 30 days. Like if they have mail. Imagine living somewhere for 15 years. And then they're like, no, it's not even got, you got the country.
Yeah.
Imagine just being dropped in I guess it's not just dropped in another country. Like for some of these kids it is because they don't know that language. They completely grew up here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy.
And they're just like, nope, your parents are out of here. Like, oh, God.
No, that's messed up.
But I pray for 21 Savage and anybody else because the thing is, he's 21 Savage. He has I think Jay-Z even stepped out the way to give him make sure he had the best possible lawyer to pay for his legality fees. Yeah. These kids don't have that. They don't even have a parent right now. So I'm pray for anybody, not just 21.
Yeah, 21's all right, but there's still a lot of bad things out there happening. So
that's what I'm saying.
Keep an eye out for everybody. Everybody got to watch out for each other. We ain't got nobody watching our backs but each other.
Exactly. Big brother. No, I'm kidding.
And Big Brother's watching us too, so yeah.
Speaking of kids, though, how do you feel? How do you think it feels for these kids to be on college campuses, man? We were talking about that earlier before we came in the show.
Yeah. So okay, let's kind of give the situation what got us thinking this. So we're having a meeting, kind of.
Yeah. We're having a meeting in a practice room. There are people playing music. We're working on a little art school event. I'm helping throw a showcase, if you will.
There's a piano.
There's a piano. There are people playing instruments, and then out of nowhere, this woman pokes her head in. She's like, "You guys have this room reserved?" You're like, "You know what? We did until now, but you guys go ahead, come in."
Yeah, I mean, no problems.
It was no problem. Yeah, there was no animosity. We're doing it. But this
she opens up the door, and about 10 kids just start running through here.
They start just trickling in. There's the young, those teeny boppers, man. And this one little kid, he knew exactly what he was doing. He knew he just jumps on this piano, people, and just starts playing.
Just playing a song he had memorized.
But then he's not just playing, he just looks like somebody dead in the eye, just you see me, you see what I'm working with.
Exactly, he was trying to flex, bruh. I seen the attitude coming off him. I was literally about to go say something
you're gonna beat up this kid.
I was like, you need to take it down 2 notches, bruh. You think
2 octaves, kid.
Yeah, I don't care if you can play piano and I can't, man. You know what? I can learn it.
He's like, I could throw you.
I could drive, okay? What are you gonna do? Yeah.
But even then, I was like, man, imagine.
That's something that just brought our attention. There are a lot of kids just running around on this campus.
So every now and then, I guess they're trying to recruit people. Imagine what it's like being a kid on a college campus. I can't imagine it's a good feeling, being a kid on a college campus.
Nah, because when you're a kid, the older kids are the cool. No matter if they are cool or aren't, they're cool because they're older.
Yeah, they have something you don't have. They have that freedom. They can do what they want. And they're all looking down on you. Even worse, imagine being a little kid and just man, oh, this is first year track. Oh, this is this hot chick, da-da-da. She wants nothing to do with you. A cute puppy has more appeal to her than you do. At least a puppy, just people see the stress relief puppy's oh my God, da-da. The little kid just ew, what are you doing on campus? I have a class in 30 minutes.
A kid on college campus is just out of place.
Can you imagine that though? Just being a kid, the damage it has to your already little fragile masculinity. And he's all these girls do not see you in any type of sexual attractive way possible.
And I promise these kids are already, the reason they're on the campus is not for something cool.
Yeah, it's some program.
It's probably something they don't want to do.
I mean, it's cool though.
I'm all down for academics, but at the end of the day, sometimes just going out and shooting hoops with your boys is the best way to grow up. I'm not gonna lie.
If you come back to that lunch table the next day and say you were at a college campus, it's not gonna be a good story because kids can be oh, you talk to some college girls? Oh yeah, of course. I took her to her dorm room and she let me make out with her. No, she didn't, dog. No. She literally looked at you and just got disgusted and walked her 3:30.
No. Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, being thrusted in your face with academics all day is not going to make you, any more. I'm all for being smart and cool. How about that? At the end of the day, yeah. You can go to your classes. You can go to your AP, get straight A's, which I didn't do, but.
You'd have to talk.
I'm not necessarily the smartest, but I'm not the dumbest. I think I turned out all right.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all I'm gonna say.
End of the day, academics are cool. You don't have to be a dweeb because academics, but kids, stay off college campuses if you're not of age. Because let me be honest,
things go down.
They're not looking up to you.
No,
just shame. But you know what? You know what's not a shame? Episode 2 of the Talk to Me Nice podcast. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to our producer, Brendan Mitchell again. Thanks to everybody for coming. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Ethan.
Glad to be here, as always.
As always, exactly. Always slowing me down the boy, the kid. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? We'll talk to you guys next Sunday. And remember, talk to me nice.
Tune in every Sunday at, what time is it released? Midnight?
Midnight. It doesn't matter when it releases, because you know Sunday, you're going to tuck in and watch it.
Yeah,
I know, not even just on Sunday. I know Monday, Tuesday, you're going to go back, watch, and tell your friends to come watch.
Watch it a couple times, share it around.
Exactly. Put it to the pool. Put it on Instagram. But anyways, I'm Derek Smith, signing out. It's been real.
Eat the Finder too.
Talk to me nice.